There's a couple tricks to knowing whether you have properly inserted the bobbin on the Husqvarna Viking Brilliance 75Q. So we've gone through threading and winding a bobbin, but this video we're just going to specifically look at the bobbin and how it is designed to be placed, and how do you know if it's actually in the tension. So yes, I said tension because there is a specific area that the bobbin thread must pass through and stay in when it is correctly inserted. So when I took the cover off, do you see this pink thread that is coming out, let's say about 6:30, 7 o'clock right here, and it covers up the bobbin and goes straight towards approximately where it's supposed to come out. Since we used the thread cutter last, that bobbin thread is hidden right in this area underneath the throat plate, but I know that it is in the tension. If you have found yourself with the bobbin thread, and I'm going to kind of just take a quick stitch, needle up, down, without the thread in that area, and watch what you see. You kind of can see the pink thread kind of going from the bobbin straight up that way towards the opening of the throat plate, and see how easy this is. This kind of like jumps around and kind of flips around. So if you're ever sewing and hear kind of that slap slap of the bobbin, you can almost tell instantly, number one, your stitches are going to look unbalanced, but the bobbin isn't in the tension correctly. So go ahead, take it out. And one thing we do have with the Husqvarna Viking bobbins is that there is an H, or the emblem, on top. So you know that you're always putting it in correctly. Plus that H is visible on top when you're winding your bobbin and getting it loaded up. So as you drop it in, what I want you to do is I want you to bring the thread in your right hand all the way over to the right side. Now you'll almost see that the thread wants to kind of fall into an area about 5:30. Can you see that little groove? If you put your finger on the bobbin and then just pull, you almost will hear the click. And that click is the thread passing into the tension area. So it's only from about here to here that thread needs to be, and eventually once it gets stitched, and you can see it goes back to where it's supposed to be. At this point, if I'm getting ready to stitch, I'm going to bring the thread up and over this top little finger, follow the arrow so it goes under here. There is a cutter, so sometimes I like to actually just put the door on and pull, and then it's ready to stitch. I don't have to actually bring that bobbin thread up. When I start to stitch, I can just start sewing and that tail will come up. It's the perfect length for that to be pulled up into the first stitch. So if you're unsure if your bobbin is correctly, you will just take it out, put it back in. But if you ever see the thread just kind of going straight from the bobbin up towards the where the needle is, then you know that it has gotten out of that, and you just need to re-thread it. So double check. Also too, if you have not cleaned underneath this throat plate lately, you might have some trouble where that bobbin is staying in that tension area, and it's just one thing that we have to do correctly for the sewing machine to work. So I hope you'll check out all of our videos, including our cleaning and maintenance video, that you can help make your Husqvarna Viking sewing machine last a lifetime.